Yo, my name is Greg, and today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the brand new JoyCons 2. I'm also going to be throwing on some Touch Protect from Amazon. This is the Damascus color, so stay tuned with that. And why don't we just dive right in? I've already pre-cut here and here just to make it easier. I also have this top-down camera, so you can get the own unboxing experience. I do have my Switch here, ready to go. I'll snap off the other Joy-Cons so when we throw on the new ones, we'll be good. Let me put the kickstand up real quick, and let's begin. So, here's the box. Here's what it looks like. Feels a little like bulgy, but not too bad. Here's the back. Here's the front, side, other side, and yeah, let's dive in. Make sure I'm centered. There we go. So right off the bat, we've got the mouse things. Here's one. Not bad. And here's the other one. Look how long these bags are. Interesting. Anyway, color matched, obviously. Looks pretty good. Set those aside for now. And the main event, obviously. All right, so they come in a bag. They could have used a bit of a tighter bag. I mean, look how freaking tight that is. Anyway, let's try to get it out real quick. All right, so we got the blue one here. That's what it looks like, not too bad. It feels a lot more adult compared to the original Joy-Con. This definitely feels better in the hand. Let's get out the other one to see. Again, they could have used a bit of a bigger bag, a little harder to get out than the original Joy-Cons. Now, I don't have the original ones with me to compare, so you're gonna have to do a little bit of guessing on your end. But here's the peach color or the blue. Here we go, not too bad. Yeah, they definitely feel pretty good. They feel more adult. They fit in your hand better. Actually, these buttons on the side here, right there, they feel a lot more usable. I remember on the Switch before, those buttons were not very usable. So this feels pretty good. I feel like ergonomics could have been a little better. You know, they're a little tall, but aside from that, it's a little harder to get at the joysticks when you're using them. You know, you kind of have to reach over, but it's not too bad. Let me throw it on the Switch real quick. That's a satisfying noise. I have another microphone. Let me see. Should be on. Let's see the noise. Yeah, that's pretty good. The back here has these buttons, so you can easily disconnect. You see how that works? It's actually done pretty well. There's like a plunger, you see that? So it doesn't feel, the magnet's pretty strong. It doesn't feel like it's just gonna come off by any means. I mean, you can still pull it, but like, that's not gonna happen in daily use, obviously. Looks pretty good on the system itself. Let's fire up a game of Donkey Kong or something. Someone tell me if I'm allowed to even play that. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad. Again, it's a little hard to reach for the sticks when you're playing Donkey Kong. You know, I feel like they could have done a little better on that, but overall, they're pretty usable. I keep finding myself misclicking a little bit, but they're pretty responsive. I mean, you can take a screenshot, jump into chat pretty easily. So yeah, overall, not too bad. Let's try out some mouse mode. Let me hit home real quick. See if I can do this. See if I can do this while you guys see. It might be a little difficult. I'm gonna try to hold it so the light, actually, hold on, I got an idea. Let's turn the brightness up. That should help. So, all right, set that aside for now. We're going to attach the mouse thing. All right, that goes in pretty well. You can see there's a little thing up here. And when you push it in, you snap it in, that pops up for a second. And then it pops up again when you press that button. So that's pretty nice. See that? So that's a good feature. It feels like that's not gonna come out on its own. Obviously, I just pulled on it. But, oh yeah, using it as a mouse is pretty nice. Check this out. I'm gonna try to get the shot. That seems to work pretty well. Let me click Mario Kart. Close. Yeah, I'm impressed. I think the mouse mode feels really good. Obviously, this is a quick review, but that seems to work pretty well. I'm gonna turn off the switch real quick. So yeah, here's the backs. Nice finish, but I'm gonna throw the touch protect on to make it feel a little nicer. In the hand, yeah, they feel pretty good. Let me grab these. Now these are on Amazon right now. They're car vinyl and they make your controller cooler, have more grip, that kind of thing. So let's see what they're like to install. Here's a first piece. There you go, look at that. Now apparently you just line it up with the buttonholes and then you're good to go, really. You know, it's a sticker, it's not that hard to do. So just kind of lining it up here and then make sure that you can see. Yep, so I'm just kind of sliding it on, making sure everything is lined up nice and well, and then I'll press it down fully. Starting on this edge here and working my way down. That's a nice reference point to make sure everything lines up pretty well. Now, because they're car vinyl, they do have some air channels, so don't worry about air bubbles or anything like that. And that looks pretty good. Check it out. It's definitely got some cool effect to it. The Damascus is pretty nice. Let's work on the back. The back is pretty easy as well. Just peel it up. And it's a little more freeform. You just kind of, oh, I took the wrong one off. Yeah, I took off the wrong one. Hold on. Let's move on. Yeah, so the back's a little more freeform. Just kind of line it up here, anywhere you wish. I like to do it along the edge a little bit. I think that looks a little cooler, feels a little nicer. And there we go. We got a little bit more style on the back as well. So there's the front, there's the back. I'll dock it and then do the blue one. And yeah, these are on Amazon. I'll throw the link in the description as well. I had some of these for the PS5, stuff like that, and they always work really well. So, touch protect. Same thing, line up the buttonholes, start on the flat edge here, and then sliding my way back kind of thing. Just making sure there's no air bubbles and everything's good to go. Super easy to install. One more. The back one that I initially did. Yeah, lining it up a little quickly. Just with the straight edge. Boom, boom. And there we go. Yeah, so there's the back of that one. Here's the front of that one. Let me get, oh, I already put it on. All right, so let's just see what they look like. Dang. Better to show you this way. Check this out. Not bad at all. That looks pretty sick. Here's the back. Come on, catch the light. There's the back. Yeah, so that's it. Overall, I think the new Joy-Cons are pretty sick. They definitely feel a lot more adult compared to the Switch 1. And there you go. If you like stuff like this, quick little reviews, you know, it's just a first look, it's nothing too crazy. Make sure you drop a sub on my channel here, and there is a link for the Touch Protect in my description of this video. Check this out, I got this spinny thing. Check that out. Anyway, so yeah, there's a link in my description for Touch Protect. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I think Nintendo did a good job this time. I think overall, even the system feels a lot nicer. Feels a lot more adult is kind of what I've been saying. And yeah, here's the Touch Protect packaging. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.